only one way you can talk about this movie. That's better. What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about one of my most anticipated movies of the summer, The Forever Purge. I think this is the 5th movie now inside the Purge franchise. We're going to talk about it. I got lots of things to say about it. Let me know what you guys thought about this film down below in the comment section if you have seen it. And if you haven't seen it, are you planning on checking it out this weekend? Lots more reviews and ranking videos coming this weekend. Make sure you guys are here for it. Right now, The Forever Purge. Let's do it. All the rules are broken as a sect of lawless marauders, I think that's how you say it, decides that the annual purge does not stop at daybreak and instead should never end. I think with this movie they finally realized that the purge isn't a best idea. So going into this, I'm a diehard fan of the first 4 Purge movies. I know they're not the best movies in the world, but I defend them. I have so much fun watching them, and I really enjoy what they do with them. So going into this one, I was just a little bit skeptical because I thought they could have ended after Purge election year. They didn't do the first Purge little prequel, which I was okay with. Now they're doing it this one. What can they do differently? And what we got with this film is something a ton different. And that's what I liked about it. We got new characters in there starring Josh Lucas. He's good. In the beginning, he's an asshole, but by towards the end of the movie, you really get behind his character. And this movie is filled with likable characters. And that's the only way a movie like this works, with crazy circumstances, a crazy world that you get tossed into, is with likable heroes you can attach yourself to and you can get behind. There's this family who works for Josh Lucas and his family. They have to come together to survive the Forever Purge and get to Mexico where they ultimately will be safe, and that's the journey we go on with them. And a lot of times with the Purge movies, we're always kind of on the sidelines watching, and we're really a viewer and a spectator when watching the movies. This time it felt like you really immersed in the world with them. The cameras are shaky when something explodes and they fall down. You fall down with them. It makes it kind of dizzy, but it also makes it seem that much more authentic and that much more real, that we are actually in the movie with them. You felt like when they were getting shot at, you were getting shot at. You felt like when the lights got cut out, they really did get cut out. It felt really like we were there. Almost at times felt like a 3D movie, how dizzy it kind of got with how fast the camera was moving and panning around. I really liked how they put us in our characters' shoes. Also, you have very likable characters inside this film. You have character Juan and you have character Dylan, played by Josh Lucas, and you get behind both of them, and they are trying to do whatever they can to protect their family and get to the ultimate safety goal by the end of the film. We get behind these characters who really will do whatever it takes, and they're cowboys, they are ranchers, so we have a little bit of hints and tidbits that things are going to happen that ranchers do and guys who ride horses and herd cattle are going to do, and we get some really ultimate cool payoff by the end of the film, especially when they're roping. There's a couple cool little scene they obviously have to do with that towards the end of the film. Wasn't something huge, but I really did enjoy it. But really what I liked about this is that it is different. It's not just a normal purge. It's that the purge, everyone who does it, who participates, got an idea that it should never end and they should try to cleanse America, as they are saying. It's a really crazy movie with the whole plot they're going for here, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to cleanse America and they think it should never end. The Forever Purge, as we hear from the trailer. And that's not a good idea. The Purge in general was a terrible idea, but now this is what happens. When you have a bad idea, it's going to get even worse, and it escalates from there. And that's exactly what happens. I think that's something that I really enjoyed about it, is that when you have a terrible idea that lots of people participate, what happens when too many people start to participate and it starts to take over and kind of overturn against the people who created it. I thought this movie did a lot of things right. I also do have some nitpicks and tidbits in here. Coming into the Forever Purge, it took forever to get going. The first 25 to 30 minutes, you were really trying to figure out where it's going to go. The whole purge had already ended, and it took quite a bit of time to get into the action and into the whole Forever Purge. And then throughout the rest of the film, the last hour and 10 minutes is action-packed explosions, the whole gunfight throughout the entire film. But it just felt like it took a little bit too long trying to find its footing, got us attached to our characters and who we like and who we don't like. Also, this movie's definitely a little bit predictable. We have a character in here who's very likable. You know he's going to die from basically the moment you see him, because you really start to like him. They said they're going to kill him off, so we have that emotional attachment when we're, now we're sad. You can kind of see that happening. That's definitely another nitpick. But the one thing that kind of stood out to me here is that there is several antagonists throughout this film, probably 3 different ones, that all get about 10 minutes to shine of being the movie's bad guy. And then they move on. And that person dies. And they move on again. They move on again. There was never really an antagonist after them the entire time like the previous Purge movies. That's something that I was not frustrated with, but something I noticed that there wasn't a true bad guy of this. The whole objective is just kind of everyone around them in the circumstances. I wish there was more of an antagonist after them throughout the entirety of the film. Each one kind of had their own little time to shine within 10 to 20 minute increments. Again, that is a nitpick. I wasn't expecting much going into this. I was definitely a little bit skeptical, but it's easy to say that the Forever Purge is actually pretty dang good, and I'm going to go for a 3.5 out of 5 for my score, about a 70%. Had quite a bit of fun watching this one. I left with my girlfriend. We were talking to some spectators walking out, and they all said, that was pretty dang good. And I agree. I had a fun time watching it. I thought it was action-packed. Had a decent amount of scares in there as well. I thought it was a good time. But let me know what you guys thought of the Forever Purge down below in the comment section. Coming this weekend, we'll be ranking all 5 Purge movies from the worst to the best. Make sure you guys are here for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button for me. I will see you guys soon. Peace!